the last change. Could the Hawks hang on, or could the Dogs come from behind and win? We're set for a great last quarter. We pick it up at the opening bounce.
Here we go. 6 points the margin. The Hawks lead going into the final term. Darcy on Salmon. It was meant for Garlick. Didn't happen. It was Woods who took it out of the middle. First goal vital. Contest is pretty quick. He gets a cruel bounce. He's forced to go again, but gets claimed. The door may open for the Hawks. Rock pounces on it. He loses. Spilled free to Aaron Lord. Good Lord. He's done it. Lord has booted 3. 1 in the first, 1 in the second. And now that one to give the Hawkers a flying start.
And wasn't it wonderful play there by Anthony Rock, just being committed at the football, keeping it alive, being able to harass the Bulldog defence. Here they go, they stay in it. Lord, there's Chicken, now here's Rock, and here he goes again, bang, in to create something. Lord able to clean it up and swing it around. The first goal, always important in the last quarter.
Green start for the Hawks then. Back in the middle, 10, 6, 7, 12. Rucks go at it again. Darcy directs it down. Crawford has been wonderful. Hand passes it up in the air, taken by McCabe. Hurriedly onto the boot. It wanders out towards the wing. Robbins, deftly done, across to Darcy. Darcy off balance. Very high kick down towards half forward. Johnson surrounded. Good grab. He's about 65 metres from goal. Winmar offers the lead. That's ignored. Goes towards the middle. Can Grant get there in time? No. But Montgomery comes in and takes the mark on his chest. Good result, nevertheless, for the Western Bulldogs. And he'll kick it goal from about 45 metres out and directly in front.
Yeah, Montgomery, there was no way he was the target. The kick wasn't a good one. But playing in front, even with a little bit of a slip, he was still in the front position and able to take it directly in front. His goal scoring is all dried up this year. Last year is a prolific goal scorer. This one most important to his side.
The race.
But Judgy's still not relaxing yet. A long way to go. Salmon beaten out of the middle, but Rock should tidy up. He does to Conacher. Away they come to Woods on centre wing. Hawthorn doing the bulk of the attacking early on in this final term, and there's a good grab. They're looking all right at the minute. Holland on right half forward is 55 metres out. And the breeze not playing too much of a part as he goes with a long bomb. That is one behind. But he was right on target.
It really is their Achilles heel, a lack of marking power in defence, though, isn't it, the Dogs?
The Bulldogs, yes. Croft and Creddy, in a well-proportioned side, they'd be playing back pocket, half-back flank type roles. Here they're asked to be the key defenders.
Wind is back out on the ground. Gets a free kick. Will shove out, courtesy of Crawford.
And that lack of marking power is magnified when the players get tired. We've seen it a couple of times now.
Speaking of tired, there's a couple of supporters down in front of us who are going to be absolutely exhausted at the end of this game. They're going to make Joe Cocker sound like Dame Joan Sutherland.
Don't have a nice spare tongue.
Dimatina caught. Scotty West, a fierce tackle. McCabe in over the top, but look at that. It is a fierce contest here at Optus Oval, but it's a beauty.
Once you get to round 11, when we're talking the midway point of the season, the game becomes very important because the winner or loss in this particular round starts to tilt you one way or the other. The loss, you're starting to head down the ladder. Win, you're still on your way up. So there's much at stake for both sides.
Wine got it down. West hand passes into the path of Johnson. Crawford bearing down, but not before Johnson got the kick off. Smith is clean bowled, but for good effect. Ran into Dixon. Running onto the ball is Brown. It's running towards goal. It's off target. Brown's cramped up. Behind. Margin 13 points. Just get the feeling. And there's Smith who cannoned into Dixon off the ball. Trying to block his path and create something for Brown. You get the feeling the Dogs need the next one. Dixon comes away. Got it from Graham towards the outer side. And Hawthorn controlling the ball. This is Dennis.
The fresh legs really seem to be with Hawthorn at the moment. You wonder how much of last week's game in Brisbane is taken out of the Dogs.
And Holland again. Yep. Not so much height that time as judgment, but nevertheless, a beckoning target for players coming up the ground. And now Holland will kick from about 45 metres out. He's already booted 2.
And taken 8 marks, and really he is the cornerstone of the Hawthorn side. Their attack isn't a good one at all. They rate at the bottom of the ladder in terms of ratings in the AFL. Holland's starting to take marks and converting to goals, and he's the linchpin to the side.
Nick Holland sends it goalward, and suddenly the Hawks are missing goals perhaps they should have kicked. Certainly the case with the Bulldogs in the second term. They weren't accurate, and that probably explains their plight for the moment. But now Hawthorn, with a couple of golden opportunities to put this game away, haven't kicked straight. Dimatina marks the kickoff.
14 points the margin. Still plenty of time. There's over 11 minutes remaining. Goes in towards the middle. Wine has got to beat a couple. If it sits for Powell, he may be able to sneak away. He looks a little tired, Stephen Powell, but he gets his kick well down inside 50. There's courage. Look at that. That is courage by Darcy. Going back with the flight of the ball. He rode the bump. He took the mark. He's played onto Winmar. Nicky will kick the goal. They're still in it. Winmar gets his second.
Well, what a most influential bench it's been today. Terry Wallace has been able to summons Luke Darcy on, and he's made a real impact on the game. Here, he takes a very courageous mark, a lot of pressure, being able to be pushed back onto him here, coming forward. Graham comes at him, eventually over Winmar. Goal number 299 for Nicky Winmar.
Only 4 kicks today for that man, but 2 of them goals. On the margin, back at 8 points. Rucks go at it. Salmon up early, hung in the air, knocked it down, but into the path of Smith. Down goes Rock over the top. Powell. McCabe dives in there as well, and a ball up. 10.5 minutes to go. This bounced slightly the Bulldogs' way. Still inside the centre square. Wine hooks it down behind. Powell got a hand to it. Rothdo picks it up into Mine. Slips a hand pass away. Perhaps a kick would have been better. Harford comes back. Though. This is Dennis on the burst, running to the 50. Dennis heads for home. Is trying to bend back. It just hung out there to the left, and another behind. Didn't miss by much. Less than a metre.
It's hard work being a supporter, isn't it? The stadium here, those Bulldog supporters and Hawthorn supporters right on their edge of the seat. This last 10 minutes is going to say a lot about their season.
Hard work being a tipster, I know that. Freddie hook in the pocket. It's official. My son can do it from now on. I've had enough. 76-67. We'll boycott tipping.
When does he turn 2?
Doesn't matter.
Ah, well, not over yet. Here's Crawford, though. They're looking very good. McCabe's in the middle. 76 plays 67. 9 points in it. Hawthorn leading. Holland has been a key up in that forward line. He's booted a couple of telling goals. Crawford again. Floating it over the top. Fresh legs of Dennis. 55 metres out. Short little chip. Ricochets away towards Scotty West. A turnover as Dent comes clear. They've got Rowan Smith on the outer side. Rowan can go. Winmar's running with him. Nicky, cover yourself in glory. 40 metres out. Pops it over the top. And it's kicked the goal, but it's touched. It is touched. One behind.
Gee, that's a big call from the goal umpire. That kick was some 35 metres out from goal, and he's called it touch. The field umpire was a lot closer. I have no doubt it was touched, but whether that's within his area of jurisdiction, I'm not sure. It's a long way.
Play goes on the outer side. Montgomery lost at the Leckus. He thinks about going short to Robran, but then elects a longer kick up towards centre wing. Dimatina caught, tried to shrug the tackle, and he was slammed into the ground. Creddy off a cry of ball. He gets it away to Robbins. Robbins kicks in towards half forward. Johnson leaves it. Winmar was the flyer. Couldn't take the mark. An attempted soccer off the ground goes nowhere. Dogs have got the numbers. Look at this. Great for Winmar. Don't let him touch it this time, Nicky. He chips it. A little 9-iron. Too short. Too short.
Caddy again, Dennis.
Fire the caddy.
2 days that have gone. Lord is on centre wing. Takes it from Anthony Rock. He steadies it down. There's Aaron Kicks up towards right half forward. Angelo Lecker has it. Gee, this is a big last quarter, isn't it? Chick comes steaming out. Couldn't take it in front of the eyes. Curly's there now. So too Scott West. But even those two couldn't get it away from Daniel Chick. And we'll have a ball up.
Well, there's lots about the Hawthorn side, isn't it? Kenny's judge. Well, as a coach,
he didn't like.
Yeah, you're never happy as a coach. You'll find something to have a go at the boys about, but they have just been sensational. They've hung on in. They haven't relinquished the lead at all in the game, and that's a real plus for them.
Free kick going to the Dogs. Contessa on his defensive 50. 8 points the margin. Across the ground, Garlick into space. Now Montgomery is breaking hard for him. The kick goes in that direction. One out footy here. Montgomery, bad bounce. Dennis couldn't control it. Came back to Montgomery. Montgomery on the wing, then down towards half forward. Winmar jostling Graham, too good. Graham takes the mark, plays on. Chance for the Hawks on the members' side. McCabe running hard to Holland. Holland forward of right half back, has a bounce. Not all that convincing. Kicks it high down towards half forward. Grant takes the mark uncontested.
This is interesting. Both key forwards. Holland's across half-back for the Hawthorn side. Grant across half-back for the Bulldogs.
Robbins running from deep in defence. Chips it across the ground to Garlick. Gosh, it's dark now. Garlick goes towards the outer side. Curley. He's on the wing, Curley. Lead comes from Smith. He honours the lead. Smith, that's a terrific mark at pace. And away he goes. He was legged. 50. 50. Here's it. The report, is it? No doubting that. It was instinctive by the Hawthorn player, just trying to stop him. Colliker. Smith seeing a chance. And as Steve Winwood said, if you see a chance, you've got to take it, Sandy.
Exactly right. He did.
Now, I don't think Colliker would get pinged for a report there. There's no doubt about the trip. The tackle had started just up on the thighs and very quickly slipped down to the ankles.
Smith to Winmar, who is the designated tutor in this quarter, I think. He's had about 5 or 6 goes at goal. Some better than others. So Winmar directly in front, 35 metres out. To pull it back to a 2-point ball game. I think he's missed, has he? Well, umpire's gone a long way behind.
Testing time for all supporters. One down in front of us may not see out the long weekend. 5.5 minutes remaining. The rock hand pass is okay to Colliker. Here's a little high for Vandenberg.
That's wonderful play,
Hawks. Room Harford, look at this. He goes back to Vandenberg. It may come unstuck. Rock could have been held in. McCabe's in trouble. Winmar gives chase. He won't get there in time to keep it in play. And we've got a throw in on the outer side. In front of the scoreboard. That shows Hawthorn leading by 7 points.
And regardless of what the scoreboard shows, you need to keep aggressive in the game. The Hawthorn side were there with quick, sharp handballs, trying to find just that smallest of gap to work the ball through.
Hayes at Taylor. Taylor wanted the boundary line. And he got it. Grant and Hay, the 2 number 3s. Won by Hay. Just gathering probably 10 or 12 metres. Pushing it round to the wing proper area. Being judged behind him, Kelvin Moore.
It's incredible as a coach. You don't think the volume's up on those phones, so you yell louder and louder just to make sure they hear it.
At least it's still in one piece. 7-point ball game. Bit of a stalemate on the outer side at the moment. Hay again with Grant jostling. In fact, it's not one for them. It's an opportunity for Scotty West and the Dogs. He goes up towards Darcy. That's his target. Winmar doing the roving. Almost was away. Can they get it to him? Johnson tried to surge through. The hand pass was there. Here's Rowan Smith. Smith wobbles it into the woodwork. One behind, and there's one straight kick in it. Under 5 minutes left. And a goal the difference.
Thrilling finish at Optus Oval. Robran going for distance towards the outer side. Hangs in the air a long time. Robbins the lead back. Grant found it on the ground. Got it to Powell. Powell run down from behind. Stubs the ball across the attacking 50. Hay tried to spin out of trouble. Colliker throws it on the boot. It wanders out towards the wing. Holland comes up to meet it close to the boundary line. Ellis cuts off the angle. And the ball's out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Very gloomy. Very dark at Optus. The lights around the ground at various points shining brightly. Grant likewise taps this one down, sliding over his Harford over the top. Dimatina. He came late, did Dimatina. Harford will get the free. Daniel Harford up from half back. Clock showing 4:17 to play. Hawthorn needing a win to stay in touch. Poor percentage. Back in the ruck at the moment. Harford chances his arm across half back. Robran quickly away, still under the pump. Hay as far as the wing, and Smith. Now a chance for the Bulldogs. They've got in behind the defence. And Harford, well, he'll regret his run. Montgomery goes in and kicks a goal. It's all square.
A thriller at Optus. 2 goals to Montgomery, 2 to Nicky Winmar, who figured in the shepherding work. And she's all tied up, 76 points apiece. Under 4 minutes left. Wine plucks it out of the centre. 1-4 Garlic just about do it. There is Garlic, number 4. They've got another ball up still in the middle.
You can see Wine's intention there just to get the ball out of that centre bounce. Wanted to grab it and get the kick. Didn't do it. Then all the small players hard in aggressively at it. Every player is giving everything they've got here now.
Leon Cameron gets it out towards Robbins. Comes wider towards Dent. He's caught. He's caught. Does get it back towards Robbins. They're letting it go. He looks towards the centre. Rowan Smith was one of the targets, beaten, however. Anthony Rock takes the hand pass from Colliker. May get it back again. No. Vandenberg gives it to Rock. Rock searching for something up forward. Doesn't find it at the minute. Now the opportunity is there with Woods. Had it for a moment. Crumble tries to get it to Crawford. Crawford's got an opportunity.
He's got a paddock.
Any score will do at the moment. Crawford looks down towards the forward line. He's got Aaron Lord. And Lord has been their goal kicker. He's booted 3. 1 in this term. But he's got 3 for the game. And he can steady the Hawthorn ship.
And that's just what his skipper, Shane Crawford, is asking him to do. He said, you're the goal kicker. You're the one that can do it. So nail it, boy.
Any score to put them in front. He goes across the face of goal, and Wine takes the mark. Oof. Scotty Wine finds Dimatina. They run it out now. Down to 2.5 minutes remaining. Scores still level. Up towards Darcy. Takes a strong mark. They're tired, these boys, but they're still going. Leon Cameron wobbles it down towards Grant. It would be fitting if he could get some sort of score, but Salmon will have plenty to say about that. The big man does
well done again.
Played by Salmon. He finds Dixon, and the Hawks can go forward.
Dixon down towards Rock. The ball runs on towards the 50. 50-50 ball coming up to meet it dead. He paddles it towards the line. And it's out. 2 minutes to go. Scores locked together, 76 apiece. Boundary throw in just outside the attacking 50 for the Hawks. What a finish. They've been slugging it out all day. Wind and Holland. Wind ran into a dead end and will have a ball up. He turned around and suddenly Hummel was waiting. So a bounce, 55 metres out from Hawthorn's attacking goal. Clock is down to 1:46. Wind and Salmon slapped on by Taylor. Coming across Contessa, heads for the boundary line, didn't get it across, but Woods aids him. An errant boot coming up through his own hands there, getting it across the line.
Just the Western Bulldogs getting back into the game, but what they've lacked throughout the day has been that finishing work in the forward line. The loss of Paul Hudson early in the match with a hamstring really has been critical to them.
Salmon slung, West. Rock, was he taken high? Yes, says the umpire. Rock's got this one, 55 metres out. It'll take a good kick to score. Not much deep. He kicks long down towards full forward. In from the side there, Johnson. Fell at their feet. Robbins heads for the line. It skids out of bounds. 1:08 to go. Looking down the barrel of a draw, maybe. Robbins has been inspired on Lecker since half-time. Boundary throw in. Salmon looking to make something happen. Wind is there with him. Slaps it outside the 50. Taylor runs onto it. Twisting, turning, lacking support. Back across the body. And sliding in Lecker. Blanketed by Robbins in the second half. But can make a hero of himself right here. We're down to 50 seconds. And Lecker hoisting it long and high. Can they force it behind? Chick wanted to. Kept alive. Contessa's got it. And again they kick it out to the Dogs.
Unbelievable. Robbins surges it forward. He needs support and he gets it. Here comes Powell. Powell gives it to Cameron.
Great stop.
Runs into a brick wall. But the Dogs still have it through Rowan Smith. He can't pick it up. He sends it the wrong way. He loses it to Dixon. The Dixon kick is dropped by Dent. Mistakes, but that's the pressure. It's sensational here. Chick again picks it up. Shoots in towards full forward. Contessa takes the mark. 12 seconds remaining. We're looking at a draw here unless Rowan Smith can do something. Smith is away. One bounce. He loses it again. What's happened, Rowan? He can't believe it as he runs into Shane Crawford. And there'll be a throw-in on the outer side. It's all over. It's going to be a draw. It is going to be a draw.
Well, both sides will be so let down by that result.
Unbelievable.
Both had their chances and they squandered them. Amazing.
11-10 Hawthorn. The Western Bulldogs 10-16. 76 points apiece. It's an empty feeling, I guess, when that happens.
Sandy, so the last draw back in 96, only the one, so it's just the second between the two sides. That day, 57 points each, and there's Chris Grant. He's got the 200-game ball, but didn't get the 4 points. And often in drawn games, there's a winner and a loser. In this one, I don't think there is.
I was going to say the same thing, Terry. One side generally takes more from a draw than the other, but today, both sides would be feeling aggrieved, I think. Yeah. You can see that written on the face of Kenny Judge as he strides across the ground, and you can see it etched on the faces of the players too.
So you just wonder whether there is an argument for some extra time, even in home and away. Get a result, because here we are. Battled their hearts out, each and every one of these players. The two coaches and their coaching staff have worked overtime to try and get the result, and no one's a winner.